A single boatload of refugees is escorted to the shores of Lesbos. High winds have likely prevented many others from crossing, but they are forecast to die down, and more boats are expected to come. All who arrive end up here, in Moria camp. There are 22,000 people here, 7 times what it was built for, and many have to find space among the olive groves. Most are from Afghanistan. They've escaped war and death, but many say they haven't found life here. There are no formal schools, so 14-year-old FOUAD operates his family's stand, selling fruit and vegetables. Is Moria good?
Not good. Shower power bad, toilet bad, home very small, very bad Moria.
People here have little to do but wait for their asylum applications to be decided upon, and their wait has just become much longer. A new asylum law took effect at the beginning of the year that fast-tracks new applications so that rejected applicants can be sent back to Turkey as quickly as they arrive. But that discriminates against people like these who arrived as a family 5 months ago.
We had interview at this month, 26th this February, but they don't take interview. They say we only take interview from people this year, and we have interview 10 months next.
Turkey agreed to take back returnees in a 2016 statement signed with the European Union. And the Greek government says it plans to return at least 10,000 people this year. But whether Turkey will honour that agreement in the current political climate is an open question. So the Greek government's entire refugee strategy now hangs in the balance. Many local people say they have little faith in this new policy. FILIANOS owns one of the olive groves next to Moria.
A year ago, the refugees were chopping limbs off trees to cook with, but we could still harvest a few olives. This year was a bumper crop, but we couldn't pick a single olive. My land was burned twice. Then they pitched a few tents onto the burned patch, and soon after the land just filled up with tents.
The government is using Lesbos as a holding area, but many Greeks fear that if Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan's threatened flood of refugees becomes a reality, the European Union could try and use their country as a buffer zone for the rest of the continent. Psaropoulos, Al Jazeera, Lesbos.